Hello, I'm Gabrielle Chana, Gail Schuler, and welcome to my website, Catherine of King David. And I wanted to show you this skirt that I sewed. I sewed this around 2005 from this pattern here, the McCall's pattern. Can you see that? I picked this skirt because it has a bias cut, which looks good for a soft natural. I don't know if you can see that really well, but I don't have time to sew right now. But this just shows you my interest in fashion. Let me see if I can bring this. As you can see, let me angle this a little better. This is a bias cut skirt. It's got a bias cut, and it's free flowing, and which is the soft natural clothing personality. So I picked the pattern knowing that it would be my clothing personality. As you can see, it looks nice on me. It shows you that I know what I'm doing with this stuff that I'm talking about. This is the winter colored beige, so it looks good on me. So I'm not getting a full view here. Let's see if I can fix this. I want my feet to show. So you can see the bottom of the skirt. There we go. As you can see, it's a bias cut. It's a free-flowing skirt. So this looks really good on me. Soft, natural clothing personality. This is a book about the clothing personalities. It says right here, for the soft natural, the skirt should have a soft outline. Full or flared skirts that are flat in the hip area are excellent. Straight skirts that are lightweight, draped, or slightly tapered are also good. Straight skirts have an even hem and are worn short, no longer than the bottom of the kneecap. Full skirts have an uneven hem, see? Uneven hem, and are worn long, mid-calf, or below. As you can see, if I pull it up a little bit higher, that doesn't look too bad. But if I go really high, it's not good. So this is a good length. When I was sewing it, I wanted it to be about right here, but I goofed a little bit. Well, I had a lot of fabric, so I went ahead and I bought this at Joann Fabrics, the fabric, and I liked it because it had some texture to it. Texture looks really good on a soft natural. But I'm showing you a skirt that I sewed, and I knew it would look good just because I know my clothing personality. That's the advantage of knowing your clothing personality. You know what will look good on you when you know your clothing personality. So I can design my own clothes. In fact, sometimes when I go to the store and I see stuff, I think if I just do a little alteration to that, I can make it look good on me. And with this, I thought, well, I know that a soft natural looks good with textured fabric. So there's some texture on here. If I get a little closer, you can see it, maybe. The fabric is textured. As you can see, there's texture right up in here. So this was given to me. I didn't sew the top. My mother gave this to me. But the bottom part I sewed. And as you can see, I'm also wearing a necklace that's kind of on the delicate side. And that looks good on me. These earrings they look like they're designed by an artist, which is, here, let me tell you, the soft natural clothing personality, you want your jewelry to look like it's created, like it's designed by an artist. So I just wanted to show you this skirt to show you that I know what I'm doing. Okay, so when I say that Ludmila, Vladimir's fake wife, is an autumn, I know what I'm talking about because I've been studying this. As you can tell, the fact that I could make a skirt like this that looks so stunning on me without having tried it on in a fitting room, just because I know fashion design from reading this book, David Kibbe's Metamorphoses, and Carol Jackson's Color Me Beautiful. I practically memorized both books. I I have enough knowledge in my head about design that I can design my own clothes, and I can look at people, and within 2 or 3 minutes, I can tell what their clothing personality is usually and what their coloring is, and I could design an outfit for them in my mind that would look stunning on them. And so when I look at Ludmila and I say she's an autumn, I'm right. Now you say, what about her clothing personality? I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at her that much. But I think she's an autumn romantic because she looks really good in shiny fabrics, which is kind of a dead giveaway because romantics look really good in shiny fabrics. So my guess is she's an autumn romantic. And her and Larissa looked like a summer classic, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Larissa's clothing personality, but I know she was a summer. She was not an autumn. Let me tell you something. An autumn can never be a summer, and a summer can never be an autumn. Now, it's possible that a summer could end up being a winter. Let's say if you're a dark summer, and you color your hair dark, you could possibly end up being a light winter, because both of those have the blue undertones to the skin, okay? And you could never be a spring or an autumn, because your skin's basic undertones, those are the genes you're born with, and that isn't going to change. So you can't be if you're a spring or an autumn, basically you have two skin tones. You've got the blue undertones, the golden orangish undertones. The only difference is a spring and an autumn spring is less intense and autumn is more intense. So if you are a spring, you have the golden undertones, but you're lighter in coloring than an autumn who's darker in coloring, who has more intense golden undertones. And the same thing with winter and summer. Winter and summer both have the blue undertones, but the intensity differs, whereas a summer is the lighter version of the blue undertones, the winter is the darker version. So I'm like a light winter, dark summer, but that's what you're born with. Okay. So anyways, take a look at this. This skirt I sewed just by the knowledge I had in my head about fashion design from practically memorizing these books. Oh, let me show you the other book, Carol Jackson's. Here it is. This is the book, Carol Jackson, Color Me Beautiful, that talks about the coloring, okay? And I got this in 1989 from a church lady. So the combination of what I read in this book with what I read in this book is what has given me my knowledge of fashion design, that I was able to sew a skirt for myself without even just knowing this stuff. So that, let's see how it looks on me. Let's do this one more time, and then I'm going to exit. See, look at that. The flared hem, the soft, natural clothing personality. Because I could go up a little bit higher maybe, but still, he's right. If I go up too high, it doesn't look good. So here we go. I know what I'm doing. So what are you trying to say? I'm trying to say that Ludmila, Vladimir's fake wife, is not the woman that he married in 1983. When you look at the internet photos of the two, they are two different women because they have different skin coloring. The skin coloring which you're born with, you can't use skin coloring formula to change it. Two different women, which means that Vladimir's real wife died and that he's parading around with a woman who's not the same woman that he married in 1983. If you go to my website, I talk about this.